beer from around here?
Well, we're going to go right to the beast in the East for the NFC. I mean, there's been a lot of changes. We got Donovan going from Philly to division rival Redskins.
He's going to boost them to the playoffs.
To the playoffs.
To the playoffs.
So I'm guessing they're winning the NFC East for you.
I don't think they're going to win it. I think Cowboys will win the East, but I think the Skins will squeak in the playoffs.
And be a better playoff team. Because we know the Cowboys aren't.
What's going to happen, the Cowboys will sweep them during the year, and then meet them in the playoffs, and they'll end up beating them. The Redskins will get them.
They both have, the Cowboys have a tough record outside of their, or tough opponents outside of their division this year. So you might, come playoff time, they could be a little beat up.
I don't know. I'm going to have to go with the Redskins. I don't know why. I'm just going with them. With the Cowboys, from the preseason, Tony Romo was having some red zone inaccuracies. I believe that's why Jessica Simpson might have left him. I'm not sure.
He couldn't complete the play.
Once he got close, he gets nervous.
He gets nervous.
And we got Shanahanigans, though. I mean, I came up with that a couple years ago.
Well, the Shanahanigans and McNabb now Elway won his first Super Bowl with Shanahanigans.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I went with the Cowboys, and even with the tough schedule, it's just that there's questions about McNabb adjusting into the Redskins first year.
Yeah.
Portis's backup is none other than Larry Johnson.
Didn't know that. That was a good one right there. I think that's swaying me to make them think that they're going to make
I'm not a believer in Cobb being the next Rodgers, and they have a tough schedule also. The Giants are banged up, and that defense allowed 52 touchdowns last year.
Yeah. Well, the Giants defense?
The Giants defense. And here, the Eagles defense is suspect. Can either one of you name a starter from the Eagles defense?
Oh, man. That's a tough.
That's not. I challenge y'all. Don't look it up. Don't look it up.
Don't Google it.
Don't Google.
Don't be Googling.
Just tell me if you can name an Eagle defensive starter for this year, because I had to look it up. So I'm going with the Cowboys along with Doc and the Oracle Prophecy.
And I believe I want to go with the Cowboys. I was thinking sneaking in maybe as a wild card.
As a wild card, yeah. Well, we got Skins. Moves us on to the North. Another big division. The NFC is great this year. We got Favre back in a purple jersey.
I don't think he's going to last 4 games.
Not 4 games.
I don't think he can get past that first one.
Yeah.
But even if, what if Jackson plays? I mean,
I don't think Tavares, they're going to give him a couple of shots after the 4th interception. He'll be out.
Even with AP, they're not.
Even, well,
he can't
who are you taking?
AP can't hang on the ball.
I think Sage is going to come in toward the mid or end of the season and possibly save him and have him make the playoffs. Because I don't think Favre is going to finish it.
So you think they? Obviously, the Bears are still rebuilding. The Lions are still the Lions, and so what are the Packers going to do? I mean,
the Packers, I'm picking them to win it, the division.
Yeah. Win the division.
I second that.
Yeah.
So you guys, you have 4 teams in the playoff already in the first 2 divisions.
And might as well not even.
We haven't even got to Atlanta and the Saints.
Well, that's the only team I'm picking out of the other side. I gotta go. That's my playoff.
You can't be wrong if you pick 8 teams to make the playoff. So you got the Packers or the Vikes or the Lions.
I don't have Minnesota making the playoffs.
No, so
I gotta miss it.
A-Rod
and I might have to go with you on that.
I'm going Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, they're gonna be good.
I'm fighting both of you. I like to pick on Favre, but I'm going Vikings for the simple fact that Green Bay has the same offensive line they had last year.
Second half of the year, they got it going.
But sack after sack after sack, no running game. That offensive line is the. Can you tell me the difference between a right tackle and a left tackle for Green Bay? About $5.2 million. I don't know. After allowing 56 sacks last year, none of them are worth more than
56
league minimum. But,
yeah, But they still had a nice showing with all those sacks. They were still in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? They played good, even though they had a lot of flaws.
I have the Packers as a wild card team.
Okay.
So, what moves us to the South, with returning Super Bowl champs.
Man, I don't see how you can bet against them.
Yeah, so I
don't see how you can bet against them.
Well, the Saints do not. They do not have a tough schedule. They have got a cupcake schedule as the returning Super Bowl champs.
With Drew Brees throwing balls on a dime like that,
Yeah.
hitting every receiver,
Yeah.
it's gonna be tough to beat him.
I would say probably their toughest game would probably be at Atlanta, which Atlanta, I got the Saints winning that division too. I got Atlanta as the other wild card, beating out Minnesota.
Atlanta's my wild card. The Saints had #1 total offensive yards last year.
And
They had the #1 total touchdowns last year, just all kinds of stats. #3 in rushing touchdowns, #1 in passing touchdowns, #3 in INTs.
And Breeze accuracy.
And don't forget the excellent coaching they got.
Yeah.
They're
Peyton is a good coach.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough to go with Atlanta against that because New Orleans' offense is so good that their defense can sit back and wait for the other team to pass downfield. They've got to keep up.
Yeah.
What'd you say last year? 40 points.
40. New Orleans teams that got up 21 were still scared they were going to lose New Orleans, and they did really.
The spread last year, what week was that? The spread was 16 points, and New Orleans had it covered in the first 6 minutes. It was like 17 points. Boom. Moves us down to the West. You got the grocery sacker-less Cardinals missing their grocery sacker. You got the 49ers, the C-Bombs, and St. Louis Rams. Don't matter where they're playing.
8-8 could win this division.
Again. They're just taking up space in the playoffs, really. Whoever wins
they
that division.
There might be teams. There's gonna be teams with better records that don't make the playoffs. Coming out of that conference.
Where's the BCS when you need it?
It's not such a bad system. Go LSU, number 19. The Cardinals, had a good showing, but they've got Leinart starting. Their backup is Anderson. Then there's a little fight for that.
If Leinart don't come clean, he ain't gonna be starting. He looked pitiful Monday night.
0 touchdown, 3 interceptions, 435 yards.
Every series was 3
last year.
His press conference, I believe, at halftime after the game, he was like, "I'm gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay." I don't think you're not.
If he gets a bionic arm, because dude had his defender beat by 5 yards, and he just
short arm.
Yeah. Let's wrap it up. Going to the defense, fantasy picks. I'm just going to say this right now. First pick of the draft for me will be the New York Giants defense.
I got to go Ravens.
First round.
According to Doc, I think he's going to take a kicker, so I'm not sure about it.
I don't know if kickers will be there all day long. I kept getting kickers. The kicker last year was Casey for the Giants. But, if the Ravens defense is there, got to go Ravens.
Yeah.
They say Ray's lost a step.
I think he has, but they're talking like the backups are pretty good.
I might go with that Saints defense simply because they, other teams, they have to open up their offense. They cause fumbles, they get interceptions.
For some reason, I'm on the Redskin bandwagon because their defense was very good last year, and they just could not get anybody to score. McNabb can get that 10% points on the board. Shanahanigans will get some offense.
Let Albert Hainsworth play.
I may take the Jets too because they picked up a lot of players. They got a lot of money from somewhere.
All right. Let's move on to wideouts.
Okay.
Who you got?
Wideouts?
Wideout. Fantasy.
I'm going. I got to go Moss.
Moss?
If he's there.
Yeah.
Because he's going to get the ball.
What about your Hollywood show out in Cincinnati?
Moss probably ain't going to be there, so I'm going Ocho Cinco.
You're going to go with the third string starter? Look, and people like Fitzgerald, but who's his quarterback? Now,
he's injured too.
Yeah,
he's not going to make the first game, I don't think.
Andre Johnson, obviously the number one pick,
number one.
And don't
Andre Johnson.
And that QB is not a sleeper, so don't tell me Schwab. I missed him last week because I didn't miss him. He's not a sleeper.
I believe I was wanting Roddy White's got my attention right now. I was going Roddy White and Calvin Johnson, Detroit. But I would go Roddy White. I'm a sleeper out there.
I'm gonna steal T.O. too because he's gonna be left.
Yeah.
And he's gonna get a lot of passes this year.
They got too much popcorn and too much twittering going on right now.
We're gonna take a break next week so we can focus on our fantasy draft. Following week, we're gonna do our pick'em preview for week 1.